Okay, getting my headphones. I'm here. Okay. Oh, whoops. I forgot to mute that. I was testing my stream, and I was testing my lurk bait fish thing. My seat is too short. Pardon me while I make my little model go crazy. Seat's too short. lot. So I tried again to get the gremlin to come sit down. She refuses. I'm sure she'll show up eventually. So today, if I could just sit down. Here we go. Okay. I think I'm in a good position now. Hey, Carrot, my buddy. Carrot won't sit up here. He's too fat. Today, I finished the bag, kind of. Finished. I have to go get some materials to, like, do the interior lining and stuff in order to finish that pink bag that I was working on. So today, I'm working on something else. I'm actually working on a kitty couch for my kitty cat. So I found this particular pattern on a website called Yarnspirations. It's they like tell you about it on the Red Heart yarn labels. And I found it a couple of years ago, and finally am going to be making it today. Oh, well, I started it over the weekend, and got my hook. This is so cute. It has this really cute little blanket that goes over the top back. It like drapes over the back of the little couch, and I finished that first. So this is like the little blanket that goes draped over the top. It's absolutely adorable. My kitties are not gonna ever appreciate this as much as they could. Kit Kit, come here, Kit Kit. I might be able to get her over here. Hold on, we're gonna try and get the kitty here. Kit Kit, come on. Come here, Kit Kit. Come on. Come on, Kit. You can do it. Come on, Kit Kit. She's thinking about it. Come here, Kit Kit. Kit. Come on, Kit. Here, you want to try some of my coffee? Do you want it? Come on. There you go, Kit Kit. Come on, no. Come on, Kit. Here, did you want one of these? Here, Kit. Kit. Here. Kit. See? You want that? She might not even... She's thinking about it. You could do it. It's right here. Here, kitty, kitty. Kit. Oh, boy. Okay, Kit. I gave one of my carrot cake. Do you want one? Kit. This is worth stopping for a minute just to see if she'll come up here, because this is her spot and she typically spends a lot of time here. Hey, Kit. Nope, there she goes. She's running away. This little gremlin, I swear, she spends no time whatsoever on stream with me. None whatsoever. I've realized just now that I also closed Twitch, so I have no way of knowing if anybody's talking. I also need to double check my mic. Okay, I'm not muted. Look, I always think I'm muted. Oh, I should put that back. I don't think the kitty is going to show up at all. It seems like anytime I'm streaming, she is not there. So I've been working on this little kitty couch. It's absolutely precious. I've got the link for it. If you hit !pattern, you can get the link to the pattern in chat. I'm going to continue, since clearly there's not going to be a kitty up here anytime soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. These are the couch cushions. I started these first, and I'm actually working on the last one right now. So, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. Me and my sister this week, we made it to level 10 in Repo for the first time. It was very gratifying to know that we were capable of doing that. It was awesome. I attempted to play Repo, I'm like way left. Hold on. I could probably fix that. Yeah, that'll be okay. I've had, basically spent, a lot of the time that I play Repo, I play it in single player mode. And in single player mode, it doesn't use, like, the mic and stuff. And it's a little easier. Well, for the first time, I tried to do... Oh no, I'm lagging. I wonder why. What is my computer doing that's making it lag? It could be bad weather. Let me make sure VLC isn't using tools, preferences. Let me just make sure it's not turning on hardware acceleration, because I heard that was like a huge thing and I like turned it off on something. Yeah. I'm just making sure. I'm just looking. Here it is. We don't need hardware acceleration. Okay. That could fix it. I don't know for sure, but that could fix it. So, Repo has, like, an option to, like, host or play in a public game without having, a password or anything, so you basically play with random strangers. And the first... it was actually pretty funny. The first one, I only tried it 2 separate times. The first one that I entered, excuse me. The first one that I entered was like, there were like several preteens. They sounded like preteens. And the like one that was hosting the room was like doing the non-stop talking thing that some preteens tend to do. They were asking the same question over and over of, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? And then if anybody said anything whatsoever in the lobby, she told them to like shut up and kept asking, did you get it? And then she started it, And we were like kind of wondering, and she was like, did you get my friend request? Did you get it? And one of the other person says, no, she effing didn't, except to the actual word. Like, no, she did. No, she fucking didn't. And then she told that guy to shut up. And I was like, you know what? This isn't something that I need right now. I'm here to play this cool video game and vibe and like have a good time playing video game. And so I left and tried again. Hold on a second. I've got nose stuffed problems. So the second room that I tried, so in repo, there's, you're getting money for the tax man. You're collecting valuables to make money for the tax man. And, your goal is to get as much money as you possibly can so that you can buy a lot of stuff in the shop, right? Excuse me. I'm struggling this morning a bit. Well, he gives you like a lowball number for your first run. And, you know, if you get enough money to do it, you can send it and be done and go into the shop, but you won't be able to buy hardly anything. So, you know, I took the cart and was walking around, and first this other person's mic was like echoing everything that anybody said. And then we had enough money to send it, and I was still shopping, and they were like, hey, we're gonna send it. And I was like, well, don't y'all want to keep shopping for more money? And they were like, oh yeah, I guess we could do that. But then they like kept trying to send it without having searched the entire building for more goods. And, you know, that one wasn't so bad. They were fine. The echo was a pain, but it was nothing huge. But I couldn't deal with the echo, like, auditorily. So I left after we completed it and sent it. Like, I stuck around until we sent the extraction and went into the shop. But I didn't buy anything, and I exited so that they could spend their $30K. My sister's leaving for work. So that was my repo adventure. And then, I think it was yesterday. And then, I did D&D, because Sunday night is D&D night with my buddies. And, one of my bestest buddies, he's like a brother to me, Steven. He played repo with me for a few hours after game was over. And me and him did an awesome job. We made it to, well, we died like 2 levels after we started on one of our saves. But definitely a lot easier to play with someone you know than to play with someone who you don't know. Go figure. I'm sure you can make cool new friends playing the random mode and like meet people who are really good at repo or really like to play it. Which is excellent. Like, it's cool. You can just kind of jump into a random lobby with people that you don't know. It would be cooler if those people weren't like prepubescent. because I've noticed that a lot of the more non-matured people tend towards the kind of behaviors that you don't like to see in a person, like online. Because, people, they realize that they can just be anything online. They can say anything online, and there's no consequences for them as a person. And so some people will tend towards, like, rudeness or inappropriate behavior towards others, inconsideration, etc. And a lot of the time, the kids that are playing the video games online, especially Repo, which is a game that, like, requires ambient silence during some moments, they aren't quite hip with the whole let's be quiet for a minute while this bad guy passes by, and they don't really care much about the other people that are also trying to game and have a good time. And then you get somebody that would, like, sometimes you get somebody that constantly says, hey, did you get it? 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 For a full minute. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Excuse me. Oh, God. On the plus side, I learned, my buddy Steven has helped me figure out some things I can put for channel points. So that'll be awesome. I'm gonna add a couple of things, little things. They're not huge. We're definitely not going to have to deal with hearing me make gross noises into the microphone. I'm gonna put one of them as a coffee sip, which is, one, so I don't forget about my coffee, which a little bit hard to do, but I have forgotten about it sometimes. I get lost in the stream into the craft. And another one would be stretching, like stretch to stop and pop all my poppables and stretch all my stretchables and general wellness thingies with my hands. I'll have to pull them off camera to do a proper full stretch. But that's going to be one of the options. And then he was talking about possibly getting, like, little accessories for my little 3D model to wear, and then have it set up so that people could spend channel points, like putting accessories on my little me, which is kind of cute. She could use a little scarf sometimes, and maybe a little hat. I'm not sure, like, how many accessories I would do, though. Mostly because, like, I like my simple little lady. I don't know. Definitely a hat. Maybe glasses. Possibly a shawl and a scarf. necklaces, probably. Don't think about it. And then, and today I'm going to Hobby Lobby because I've got to get some materials for that little purse that I'm making, and I gotta get a bunch of felt. Excuse me. I gotta get a bunch of felt. Because I gotta finish those purses so that I can. Well, I can't sell the pink one. The pink one is my daughter's. She commissioned it, but I'm gonna sell the little gray one. I'm thinking of like what I can do to. I'm gonna eventually connect my Twitch to the Etsy shop and try to sell some of the things that I make. I'm not the fastest at, like, crochet is the kind of thing where even if you get really fast at it, you can never truly be really fast at it. And it takes time. Like, it took me an entire day and a few extra hours on top of that to make that cute little ovular gray bag that I made. And, if this wasn't a hobby, then I would be struggling with pricing like hardcore, because people always say, the price of your thing should be the price of materials plus the price of how long it took you to work on it, which is basically giving you an hourly wage. So, guess who works for less than $2 an hour? People who are waitresses, right? They work for just a few dollars an hour and are entirely dependent on their tips, which, stupid system, really. You should pay your workers the wage that they need to get and not make it so that they rely on other people's generosity for something that isn't a necessity. Like, if I go to a restaurant, I shouldn't be required to tip somebody in order for them to make a living wage. But, you go in and you get $2.50 an hour plus tips. Well, that's about the same for crochet. You get $2.50 an hour plus materials at most. So, for people who want this to be like a full-time gig, they have to have, if they don't price it so that it's relatively accessible pricing-wise, then they're not going to get anybody buying their stuff. So, if their whole thing is that they crochet items and sell them as commissions, then they're only making a couple of dollars an hour. And crochet is a lot of hard work. It wears on your hands and your fingers. It makes, it takes many hours to make something even, small. The purse that I made took me a full day, and it's just a small bag, like a medium-sized purse. The bag that I was making last week on stream and the week before, the little pink and orange one, that's taken me that took me crocheting, working on it every single day for over a week. Imagine how much money that bag would cost if I was to sell that. And that's just accounting for only $2.50 an hour. of crocheting. Since it's a hobby of mine, it doesn't really matter. But imagine, like, do you work for $2.50 an hour at your job that is hard work? Or do you make relatively close to a living wage for your hard work? But luckily, it's just a hobby. So I'm just going to be selling my things for lowball pricing. I'm not going to try. I have no intention of like being competitive with my prices. If other people are like selling their stuff for less, I'm not going to lowball my price even more. If other people are selling their stuff for more, I'm not going to try and like outbid them and make my shit smaller or lower. If it's lower, it's lower. If it's higher, it's higher. Because I'm not in it for the money. If I make passive income, that's great. But I just need a way to make sure that I'm continuously pursuing my hobby instead of letting it fall to the wayside. Whereas there's a lot of people that do the crochet that are like trying to make it the way that they make a living. And it's just not a feasible option. Crochet can't make you a living. I'm sure plenty of people would disagree if they could hear that, but it's true. Crochet, just selling crocheted items, cannot make you a living. Knitting can make you a living because it doesn't take as long. But crochet can't make you a living. I keep forgetting my coffee is here. Put the little blanket right there. I love the texture of that they have for this couch. It's like slightly bumpy, really soft, and it's been quite nice to crochet it. I've had several occasions where I've just... Oh, wait, is that the right height? I think I went too tall. Whoops. I'm messing it up already. We just started. Yeah, that's too tall. Hold on. I should pay more attention. You only have to undo one row, though, so it's fine. Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay. I'm just gonna double check and make sure that I'm not muted. Okay. I'm paranoid. I had so many times where I've like been in the streaming and I was muted for like 45 straight minutes and people were coming in and out and I just had no idea that I wasn't hearable to them. They didn't say anything. They just came in, didn't hear me talking, and then left. One of these days, that kitty cat is going to come up here and sit down. Kit, what are you doing all the way over there? Why did you choose to... I wish I understood her sometimes. You know, on the weekends, when I'm home all day, I'll be sitting at my desk right here and I'll just be crocheting and she'll hop up onto my lap and then up onto the desk and lay there the entire time, all day. She'll get up to go do kitty cat things and then she'll turn back around after she's done and come sit right back down on the same blanket right here. So far, each time I've tried to get her to lay down up here on stream, not once. Now, I understand kitty logic is usually when you want them to do something, they don't do it. But I've had multiple times, most times, where I've called for Kit in the same way that I did at the beginning of stream, where I was like, come here, Kiki, and like doing this and like patting on her thing, and she would come over and jump up and lay down in her little bed. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. Enticing. She's not food motivated, so I can't just like bribe her. Sometimes I can, but she's not consistently food motivated. I think that's the word there, is consistent. She likes to sniff at whatever I'm drinking. She really enjoyed my Jack and Coke. I had a Jack and Coke last night. No, not last night, Saturday night. And I like Whenever I'm drinking something she hasn't sniffed yet, she'll sniff at the edge of it. And so I dip my finger in there and hold it up for her to take a taste, if she so desires. And she really liked the Jack and Coke. Kitty, are you alcoholic? She's within sight. No, she's not alcoholic, though. Oh. Slipped wrong. My neck hurts. Ooh, maybe I'll put posture check on there. I generally have good posture, but sometimes just reduce the height of my chair a teensy bit. There we go. Sometimes I end up leaning forward whenever I'm crocheting for stream. Excuse me. What is this? Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. One more. Ooh, Barracuda. I like the way that looks. There we go. Excellent. I'm not going to be able to finish this really cute couch on stream because I have to go and get some quilt batting for it. But it will be done by the next time I've streamed. I don't think I'll put it on my desk because I've heard that kitties don't like it when there's set map changes of their house. And this is my kitty's blanket. It's always here. So if it gets like moved or swapped out, she'll never sit on my desk again. And I like my kitty cat's company too much to do that to her. So I'm trying to decide where to put the couch. I think I'm going to put it in the girls' room. Because the girl used to have a little, like, chair from when she was a toddler. A little Hello Kitty chair. And Carrot loved sleeping on it. But then, of course, the little Hello Kitty chair got to be too small for Arlene. And so she was just got to be too small for the girl. So we had to trash the thing because it was taking up space in her teeny tiny little room. And the kitties can't sleep on it anymore. So it's kitty couch time. I have to go to the grocery store today too. And my kid has a dentist appointment. Ugh, so much to do today. My Mondays aren't usually so full. Like, my Mondays are normally just crochet for a couple of hours on stream and then go to the grocery store and relax for the rest of the day. Saturday, I woke up and told my husband about a dream that I had. Excuse me. Saturday night I had dreamed, it was a very anime-coded dream where I had charged fists and could punch really good with my charged fists, and my husband had like charging beams, so he would like charge a beam and shoot from afar. And so while he was charging his beams, I would go in and punch things really hard and do really good. And we were fighting bad guys. Let me take a sip of my coffee. We were fighting bad guys, and I was punching the bad guy to take the aggro while my husband charged his beam. And then my husband shot the beam that he charged, and it shot the bad guy all the way away. But then the bad guy had a comeback move, so he used his comeback move to come back. And he came back and punched me really hard in the gut, so hard that I couldn't breathe, and not being able to breathe woke me up. And it turned out that the reason I couldn't breathe was actually because the power had died, and my nose was stuffed because the dehumidifier wasn't doing its job. And then after that, I was like, I want to go back to sleep and get back into the fight. Couldn't fall back asleep to save my life. My nose was too stuffed, and I couldn't unstuff it no matter how much I tried. Killer puppy. What are you staring at me like that for? Huh, cutie patootie? What are you doing? Killer puppy, are you over there being precious and adorable? Yeah. I love picking on my puppies. I've got 2 puppies and 2 kitties. I've got my Fauna puppy. She's Mama Dog. She's a little old lady, currently 11, going on 12. Then I have my Killer puppy. She's so mean and vicious. Not really. She's just extra sweet and cute. She's my little sweet pea. Then I have my and she's gonna be 6 this year, or 7, one of those. I think she's gonna be 6 this year. And then I have my Carrot Cake. He's not over here anymore. Carrot, he's my buddy. He's my big old fat cat, and he is 8 or 9. Carrot, he's like 17 pounds. Orange cat, as you can imagine. And then there's Kit, the little gremlin. She's like 3 now. She we found her, like, Fauna we got when we were in North Carolina, and we bred her while we were here once so that we could get a puppy, and we got Killer. And then Carrot, my sister had gotten when we were in North Carolina, so several years ago. But Kit, we found Kit abandoned. Like, she was a stray in a stray litter, but her mom left her behind because she had an eye infection. And she was outside in the rain crying. And so we went and grabbed her and we took care of her. And now she's the gremlin of the house. Still not sitting in her spot, but being a gremlin from afar, as kitties do. I think at some point in time in the near future, I'll be taking a quick break to go. I was going to say refill my coffee, but I haven't drank enough of it. So maybe I'll chug my coffee really quick during the break and get a fresh cup and see if I can entice the kitty to come sit on her blanket spot. I don't think she will, but I'm going to try. I wonder how long it'll take them to actually sit on the kitty couch that I'm making. Like, when I first go to sit it down for them to sleep on it. Like, where would I put it? Not sure. Excuse me. I was thinking maybe of putting it in the girls' room when I'm done with it. Maybe the kitty cat will sleep on it at bedtime. It'll probably be Carrot that sleeps on it too, because he likes laying down on... He likes the furniture more than the floor. Understatement of the year. I suppose most kitties like furniture over the floor. I believe there's not really any places in the living room for this couch either. Not without putting it where the robot will vacuum up the entire bottom of it. I'm lagging! Why is my stream lagging? Alright. I'm gonna finish this row. And then I'll go into a break and I'll chug my coffee. And see if the kitty will be enticed to come sit with me, and then return to stream after. It'll just be a couple of minutes. This is about when I normally take my break anyway. I normally stop at about the hour mark of streaming so that I can get up and stretch and go get more coffee and other such stuff. Excuse me, I keep yawning. I went to bed late. I had too much fun playing Repo with my buddy to be fully awake right now. Okay. I'm gonna stop for a few minutes and get some more coffee. Just take a quick break. I'll be back in a handful of minutes, and then we'll keep working on this kitty couch. How do I do that? Oh, this button. I've returned, and I have a special surprise for the first time ever. The kitty's here. Welcome to the stream, Kit. I don't know how likely she is to stay. No, kitty, 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 kitty. Please, don't do this to me. She's gone. Oh, how fleeting her visit was. She was here for 10 whole seconds. She came to sit over here while I was on my break and then decided all those kitty views gone so fast. Yep. Hello, Onion. Welcome. I am having a lovely day. It's been wonderful. I hope you also are having a lovely day. Yeah, the vacuum turned itself on, and she doesn't like the vacuum, so she left. Gonna have to change the vacuum this time to when it starts cleaning. Maybe that'll get her to come sit down more frequently. It's pretty messed up that she would do this to me because she always sits here. Like, all day long, she'll be sitting right there. It is. Well, we have 2 kitties, but I get the feeling that the couch will be used by the bigger kitty, Carrot. He's 17 pounds, and he's the lounger. He lounges more than Kit does. She's the gremlin. And the couch has this cute little blanket that came with the pattern. So I made the blanket first, and it like drapes over the back of the couch. And it's so cute. And I showed it to my sister. She said the cats are never going to appreciate this fully. But I know my carrot cake will. He'll be all over it. I was debating the best place to put the couch too. I think I had settled on putting it in the girls' room because they like to sleep in there. All the animals will just pile themselves into her room when she's sleeping. So we've got for her, one of the dogs sleeps on the bed. The other dog sleeps on, there's a bed on the floor for the dog. And then one of the cats sleeps on like this big butterfly chair that she's got in her room, and the other one won't go in there at all because there's too many animals in there. So I think if I put the couch in there, maybe the one that won't go in there because there's too many animals will sleep on the butterfly couch, and the other one will sleep on the kitty couch. You know, I wish she would come sit back down, but I think she went to go hide. We have, like, in our living room, a gigantic window that's like, oh wait, she's close. I'm gonna tilt and see if she'll come up here. Come here, Kit. Kit. Nope, she's going into the window. we have a gigantic window that has like a view of some bushes that birds like to sleep in. And it has a like really wide windowsill because I guess it's kind of like a bay window. It's really old, but she'll spend half a day lounging inside of that window if she's not visible or off being a gremlin. Eating moles. She killed a mole recently. And I told her she did a very good job because it's the first time she ever actually killed something that she brought into the house. Kit, I see you over there. You better not be trying to pick on me. I see her peeking her little head out. She's trying to sneak up on me. Wait. Oh, that's supposed to be 2. Oh, also, I forgot there's a function I added to my stream recently, but you can see what I'm making here. That's the finished product. That's the couch that I'm working on. It's a free pattern on Yarnspirations, written in US stitch terms. So far, it is. This is like one of the cushions, really deep. It's really deep because my kitty has to be able to sleep on it, and he's 17 pounds. So I think its size is pretty good, actually. I found it a couple of years ago and didn't actually make it just because I just added into my queue of things that were really cute. But I'm not sure exactly. I don't think that their like measurement for like the gray, the amount of gray that you need is accurate, because I just got this skein of I Love This Yarn yesterday, and it's already yarn vomit nearing the end of the skein. So, and it said that you need like 344 yards of gray, but this skein has 355 yards. And I also used like a third of a remaining skein that I had. And so it, I think that it's like measurements are off. But it also wanted me to use like Red Heart yarn, so that's probably also part of the problem, since I grabbed a skein of I Love This yarn instead of Red Heart. That could be part of the problem, like the consistency or the thickness of the yarn. It might be a little, I think this is a little thinner. I just picked some colors out of my massive pile of yarn hoard that matched what was on there. And goodness, yarn vomit at its finest. I'm probably not going to finish this. I'm definitely going to finish it like within the next couple of days. But I do have to go back to the Hobby Lobby and get some quilt batting for the inside of the cushions and some I guess I'm gonna need more gray, because how else am I gonna do the rest of the couch after I finish these cushions? I'm not even sure. I think I'm kind of wondering if, like, I haven't looked all the way at the rest of the pattern yet, but let me see if that colored part at the bottom of the couch, it's crocheted, but I wonder if it's sewn on or if it's worked at the same time. Base of the couch, 92. Well, and then if I make that, like, I can't make the little colorful thing at the bottom until I've finished the rest of the couch, because otherwise how am I going to know how big the thing needs to be? I didn't plan this very well. It was a spur of the moment decision to make this. I really thought one skein of yarn would be enough, though. Every time I look over my shoulder, I see Kit peeking her little gremlin head out from where she's sitting inside of a window. I think she's trying to sneak up on me, but she can't because I keep seeing her. There you are, Kit. I saw that. No, you can't get away with that. Come here. Ooh, a little bag, you say? I can't knit. I learned the hard way that knitting is just not for me. I tried it. I had my sister's really good at knitting, and I asked her to teach me, and she was teaching me, and it's like I can't. My stuff ends up just too tight. Just too tight. At least, you know, with crochet, if your stuff is a little tight, you can still work with it. But not with knitting, apparently. Knitting doesn't like to be tight. I couldn't get it to not be either. Like, we tried really hard together. We spent several hours together trying to get me to learn how to knit. And it didn't work. Crochet, in my opinion, is a little bit easier, but it's also a craft that can't be fully, like, machine replicated. And so people that want to get into crochet have to, like, learn it the way everybody else does, which I think is pretty neat. Whereas with, like, knitting, you can start with needles, or you can start with one of those machines that you crank it and it spits out a hat or a tube, which is really cool. But I hope that your kit for your bag goes well. I've heard mixed reviews about crochet kits. Like, my buddy Steven, well, actually, no, I don't think he had a whole kit for it. I think he just got a pattern. but, you know, they don't really, not a whole lot of kits are good at being like user-friendly for beginners and for people who haven't ever done it before. But if you decide to pick up your kit and work on your little bag, if I'm streaming, I can help you if you want. I'm happy to stop and show some things. A Finnish candy company and a yarn company. That's really neat. Is it like a bag for carrying your candy around, or is it like a purse with like little candies on it? That sounds so cute. Kit. Come here. Come here, Kit. Nope, she's not coming. She might if I keep calling her. Come here, Kit. Nope, she's settling down on the couch. It came with candy in it. That's cute. I hope it sounds like it had to have been good candy. Interesting. That's really cute. I was thinking about making like a crochet kit for beginners. Trying to think of like making a beginner friendly crochet kit. And that is a really clever idea for a kit where you pair it with like candy. That sounds like it could be a really good first project to do. Bags are, well, they can be a little complicated, but mostly they're just circles. Wait, yeah, that's one. Circles and rectangles. I think the biggest issue with bags, like crocheted bags, is sometimes people line them and sometimes people don't. They can be, I mean, you don't have to line the inside of a crocheted bag, but if you want to protect like the inside of the bag, it's definitely a good idea. One of the things I'm going to be picking up at Hobby Lobby today is going to be fabric for a lining for a bag that I've made and a bag that I am working on for a commission. And I've never done a lining inside of a bag though, so I'm a little nervous about it, like to put it together. Because I've done some sewing. I can sew. I'm not excellent at it, but it helps to be able to sew. Hello, Fauna Puppy. Fauna Puppy, you're too big to sit on my desk. You can't sit on my desk for stream. I'm sorry. I know. It's so sad. Must be so bad, so sad being a big puppy. I just gave my puppy a bath yesterday, so she's been getting extra attention from everybody. She likes to roll around in the dirt outside, and so she gets really dusty. when she's really dusty like that, whenever we go to pet her, she like leaves dust and dander all over our hands. We gotta wash our hands when we're done. But she was all clean yesterday, and now she's a little clean because she's been rolling around in the dirt again. Clean up some of this yarn vomit. There we go. Let me have some coffee. I'm gonna forget about my coffee. It's sitting right next to me, and I'm sure, like, I've forgotten it multiple occasions. It just gets cold on me. At least now it's still warm. I'm almost out of yarn. Well, and I'm almost out of yarn, but I'm also fairly close to the time when I normally only stream for about 2 hours. And so I think when I run out of yarn and weave my ends in, that's when I'll call the stream today. So I should be able to get a good bit more done. Thank you for following, Onion. I appreciate you very much. I think it popped up on the thing like it was supposed to. It certainly made the sound. It claims to have worked. I'm going to believe that it did. It definitely made the sound, so it at least worked. A little bit. Excellent. I'm glad. It's been a heck of a start. I just started like a handful of months ago streaming every Monday, and I can't even, like, my first couple of streams were an experience. I've had multiple occasions where I was muted for the entire thing and had no idea that I was muted. People were like coming in and chatting and saying things, and I was replying to them. They just leave. I had no idea I was muted. Yes, Fauna, please don't bump me with your nose. I know, you're so cute. And it happens more often than you think. I think I recently started uploading my VODs to YouTube to kind of archive them. And I noticed that I was muted for like the first 45 minutes of one of them until somebody else jumped in the stream and said, your little guy's mouth is moving, but you're not saying anything. And it was so, it was so crazy. I think that's my biggest issue, is I always forget to unmute. Not always. I've been remembering lately. I'm getting better. The end of the skein is always the equivalent of yarn vomit. Keep looking over my shoulder for the kitty in case she decided to go back to gremlin mode. But no, she went to go lay down on the couch over there. So she's not going to try sneaking up on me again. And now my fauna puppy is guarding my little spot next to where my desk opens up to the rest of the living room. I have my desk set up in like the corner of the living room so that I can like see and participate in stuff, but I spend most of my time like crocheting at my desk or playing video games, and I have like my back to the wall, so like my little backdrop on the stream is my desk setup where I'm in like a little corner tucked in, and there's a little exit on my right hand side, and I swear I'll turn around about every 5 minutes and a new animal will be sitting there, either staring up at me expectantly or sleeping in the way so that I can't get out. Right now, the current one that's sleeping in the way so that I can't get out is my big fauna puppy. She's so old and cute. Whenever she sits there, if I'm not actively petting her, she looks at me like I'm a horrible, evil woman. Because I'm not giving her constant, endless love and affection. Straight to jail. No, I don't want to go to jail. Well, I guess I kind of am in jail because she's not going to let me up until I pet her. I'm basically stuck here until I pet her because the vacuum already went by. Let's see, is there any other element of this couch that I can work on? Let me have a look. Edging. No, that's the blankets edging. The base of the couch. I ran out of yarn. let's see. So I have to stop working on the kitty couch. Let me put my stitch marker in here so it doesn't come apart. And I think for the last little bit, I'll probably spend a little bit of time making a toy for my kitty cat. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And we'll go with green. What do you think? Green, I've got orange, green, red, yellow, and blue. Well, hey, Kit. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Yeah, you can see yourself on the camera. Kit, do you... some small worn clothes to throw on the couch? Oh, that's cute. I've never made clothes, though. I don't know. Let's see. Like a shirt? I think I could make a granny square and fold it to look like a shirt. Make like a little shirt. You want to pick a color? These are the ones that I have on hand, easily accessible. Oh, they're not even on screen. Here we go. I have a yellow, orange, red, green, and blue. Red. It is a good color. It's a very good color. Kit Kat, my pretty kitty. I'm surprised to see you here. I'm really happy though. Yeah. You can't see much of her, but she sure is here. We've successfully lured the kitty. What's the matter, Kit? You want to sniff it? You can sniff it. It's okay. Yeah. I was working on a really cute, like, gray bag. One of the ones I'm going to be getting a lining for. And during the entire time that I was, like, working on the base of it, she kept, when I wasn't at my desk, she kept grabbing the entire thing and dragging it across the living room. So I had to go hunt it down. And it was still attached to the skein, so of course she brought an entire line of yarn with her. But I guess it's kind of my fault because I have a tendency to make her cute little things that she can have to, like, play with and throw around. And with, I think this orange yarn, I used this orange yarn to make her a little mouse that with, like, a long tail that she just kind of drags around the house and throws around. I also made the mistake of making a line of, my music stopped, making a line of, like, chains and then slip stitches across all the chains for, like, a really long just, like, string, basically, like a thick string. And it is incredibly funny to watch her throw that thing around the living room. Oh, darn. I opted for too small of a hook, but it'll be okay. I've seen like little granny square shirts before, so I know that it's possible to make like a tiny granny square shirt. And I think it's like you leave the hole open and just fold it in half and it can like make a little shirt. So I'm kind of just guessing here. You know what? I think I have the pattern for it. I could probably open the pattern for one. Let's see. Do I have a pattern for one? Let me check. I thought I did. Like for cute little keychain sized granny square shirts. Kit, you're so cute when you obsessively clean yourself. Oh, is that it? I do have one. Would you look at that? Okay. Oh, it's a lot more than just, I think that's like 3 or 4 clusters. Version 1. Slip stitch. 8 single crochets in the ring. Crazy. Okay, so I did this so totally wrong. Let me set this up so that I can see it. Okay, hold on. It wants, with the color, chain 8. Fauna, please don't do this to me. You're so cute. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using the same hook. It'll be okay. Why is, look, my music keeps stopping. Try again. Okay. So, chain 8. Gentle hum on idle air, sun sinks low without a care, shadows stretch in tender light, slip stitch and first stitch. Okay. Chain 3, 2, 3, 2DC, chain 2. This is going to be a cute little sweater. They're like, it's not the easiest to see on here, but it's these cute little, they look like a granny square almost. This is what I thought that I was starting with when I tried making the granny square first. Stick that back over here. It's really cute. Okay, chain 2, 3DC. I've been crocheting for 11 years now. I say 11, it's probably been closer to like 8 or 9. I started, when my daughter was like still trying to learn how to walk, and I just wanted to make her a cute dress. So I did the absolute possibly most difficult thing you could do in crochet and make a complicated dress for your first ever project. It worked. And since then I've been just kind of making like little dolls. I make dolls, scarves. I've mostly made scarves and hats, and dolls and purses, just about anything, whatever strikes my fancy. I've made dolls for like commissions. Let's see. Save stitch, chain 1. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. 8. Oh, I skipped an entire step. I need to do 8 single crochets in the ring. It was definitely interesting learning how to crochet. My sister half taught me, and then the rest I kind of like learned from YouTube. Which it was hard to learn from YouTube also. It was like simultaneously easy and difficult. My pretty kitty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it's like you come across so many YouTubers who they don't explain what they're doing, or if they do, they over-explain, or if they don't, it's like text on a screen and their hook moves so fast you can barely follow what they're doing. And then eventually I found like a couple of really good crochet YouTubers that I now watch regularly, like Hooked by Robin. She's always really clear with all her instruction. She doesn't go crazy, and she like isn't super fast paced with all of her stuff. She's got a lot of cute patterns. Is this it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. And then slip stitch. So the first thing I made was the first thing I made was a dress. I actually technically tried making a pair of slippers first, but they didn't turn out good at all. That was the day that I learned that ovals are my nemesis. Oh, I made this too tight. And then, of course, not long ago, I made a bag that was an oval. And sure as heck, it was still my nemesis. Let's see. Chain 3. 2DC. Oh, in the same stitch? I see. Maybe I should have gone back to my normal hook. Kind of coming out kind of tight. So ovals are my nemesis. And I made a bag that was an oval, and it took me like 6 tries to get the oval started. Like, circles are fine. I can do circles really easy. Rectangles are super easy. It's like baseline, bare minimum. This is how you start. But but ovals are a whole other monster. and they're crazy tough for me. Even the bag, like once it was done, the bottom of it is still a little, my hands got sweaty. It's still a little like weird. Let's see. Skip the next single crochet. Oh, chain one, skip one, 3 double crochets in the next one. So we skip this one and we go in here. I cannot believe that this close to the end of stream is when my kitty cat decides to come and sit down. But the fact that she's here is wonderful. Chain one, skip the next one. Two, 3, chain 2. Okay, that's fine. I am going to end up stopping stream in the next handful of minutes. I usually only stream for 2 hours, mostly because Monday is when I go to the grocery store. But I'm glad that you got to hang out and that you were here. And this is definitely, this little shirt is going to go on that kitty couch for sure. And I'm gonna make sure I take like pictures of it so that I can show it off. Actually, I'll probably bring the whole thing on stream as long as there's no kitties sleeping in it at the time. I'm gonna finish this round and then I think that's where I'll call it for the day. Thanks for hanging out and have a good day at work. Let's see. Chain one. Skip a stitch, go here, 3 double crochets, and naturally, of course, the kitty shows up like right at the near the end. So the last 30 minutes of stream, we got to have the kitty's presence. Let's see. Chain one, and then I think we just join it here. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call it with the end of this round. Let's fasten that off. We're going to call the end of the stream today. Today I've accomplished a little bit. I ran out of gray, so I can't finish the couch today. But I generally only stream for 2 hours, so I can go do errands. But this is how far I got into one of the cushions. I'm almost done. These are all 4 of the cushions, so this is how much more I have left to go on each one. And then I started this is like the little blanket that comes with the couch that I'm making for my kitty cats, which is completed all the way, which is this really cute like little granny square quilt. And then I started a cute little like keychain sized sweater, and it'll be like a little like used sweater that gets draped over the couch, per recommendation from Onion. And thanks for hanging out. That's going to be it for today. Y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.